I've been somewhat lapsed in doing this video as it's been crazy busy my end, both with work and other stuff. But a week or so ago I hit 2,000 subscribers, so thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. And I suppose I should really say that, and I've waffled on about this sort of stuff a million times, so apologies, but thank you for everybody who subbed to me, and more importantly, thanks to those people who always or frequently comment, because unlike some other reviewers, I don't know everything. I'm just a guy who loves to build, have been doing for maybe 3 years, built tons of stuff, played with lots of stuff, and I suppose the purpose of this channel is really just to, I suppose, share what works for me, what hasn't worked for me, and maybe somebody will get something out of it. And the stuff that I review tends to be stuff that I want to try. So I've never really sort of looked or actively sought out subscribers. I don't really care, to be honest with you, whether I got 2,000, 10,000 or 200. It makes no odds to me, and there's a million better pilots with 20 subscribers. The fact I've got 2,000 and whatever 60 as of today means absolutely nothing. But what it does mean to me is that 2,000 people have stopped by and thought, he's worth a sub, which is fantastic, because my content isn't the most engaging. I don't go out of my way to hype stuff up. It's just a sort of monotone northern guy talking about his stuff. So I'm not really one for sort of hype and sort of subscribe to my channel for this amazing giveaway. But as it was 2,000 and I completely didn't do anything for 1,000. Excuse me, I've had a really crap day at work and this beer is hitting the spot. Because I didn't do anything for 1,000, Flywoo sent me a lovely box with an ESC to review, and I've kind of held on to it, both because I'm feeling a bit lazy at the moment and I can't really be bothered reviewing too much stuff, and I kind of thought it would be a nice thing to give away. So this is the Flywoo 50 amp Pro BL Heli 32 4-in-1 ESC, and I'll show you some close-ups, but it really is a thing of beauty, and it just reeks of quality. I love the fact that we've got the plus and minus etched into the pads, so you don't need to sort of consult a guide, and obviously it's got its aluminium heatsink on it, so it won't cook itself should you be pushing it. And I've been really impressed with the Flywoo stuff. The Flywoo motors that I'm using on my, where is it? Excuse me. The Flywoo motors that I'm using on this guy, which is the SX218, which is my favourite quad at the moment, have been amazing. They're, as an overall package, that quad is my favourite quad that I've ever built. So Flywoo seem to be sort of knocking it out of the park in terms of quality. The motors are great, and this ESC just reeks of quality. You've got telemetry, BL32, and it's unlikely to cook itself because it's got this heatsink on it. So that's going to be something that I'm going to give away in this video. Where did I put the box? And as I said, if you want to check these out, there'll be a link in the description to Flywoo's website and Banggood, where you can get them from. I also received from Banggood, after I asked for it, this rather lovely Flywoo set. And because I like the motors so much, excuse me, I'm ripping the box here. Because I like the motors so much, in this rather beautiful little set, you get the same 50 amp BL Heli 32 Pro ESC, but it also comes with 4 of the same Flywoo Nin or Ninja 2207, I think 1750 kV motors, which are the same, exactly the same ones as on my SX218. So I'll put links in the description to these videos. I did a review on the Flywoo motors, and you can hear them and see them in action on my reviews and builds of the SX218. So props to Banggood for sending me this. I think the ESC usually retails for about 50 quid, and the motors are usually about 18 quid a pop, and I think this box retails for about 110, so you sort of save 15 quid or so, I think, if you buy it as a set. And as always with Flywoo, the presentation is stunning. So that is going to be number 2 giveaway, and that's the biggest one. And what I'll do to the person, so that's going to be 1 giveaway. The person who wins this little ESC, I'll also throw in one of these little full speed toothpick frames, because I ordered myself one and I accidentally ordered 2 by mistake, so I'll throw in one of those. Whoever gets this guy will have a really good set of motors for 6S or possibly 5S proximity. I love the motors. The ESC will be really robust, and obviously you should have a good time flying it. If I'd have got my act together, I probably should have contacted my mates at Unmannedtech and maybe asked them for a frame or something. So what I might do to the person who wins this is have a dig around and maybe throw in one of my own frames. If I get time, possibly the Vert Freestyle V2 or the Hyperlow RS Plus. Simply because while I love those frames, the Hyperlow RS Plus is very similar to the SX218, and that flies so sweetly I can't really be bothered rebuilding the RS Plus with KISS. And the Vert Freestyle V2, while it flies amazing, it's a little bit too rapid attack for me and my style of flying. So if I get time, I'm not promising, but if I get time, I'll throw in the frame for the person who wins this particular set. Just be warned that I always lose the screws and bolts from my frames, so you might get the carbon but you might not get the hardware, but I will put in a little note as to what you need. So yeah, so if you want a chance of winning these, how do we do this? I will obviously follow the YouTube regulations and do work out who's won, number 1 and number 2. If you want a chance of winning one of these, and I will decide on the winner in 2 weeks' time. I'll put the actual date in the description, but if you want a chance of winning this, you can post in the comments the following. Actually, let's make this fun. You can post in the comments, don't buy Armattan because the arm's fault. Can I say that? No, let's not say that. You post in the comments, I watch Coppertop because he gets stuck in trees. So I watch Coppertop because he gets stuck in trees, and that will signify to me that you want a chance of winning that stuff. As I said, the first person will get the motors and ESC and possibly a frame, and the second person will get the rather sweet ESC and the toothpick frame. And that is it from me. In other stuff, I've got, what have I got? I've been pretty lazy with asking for stuff recently. I've got the Skyzone All-2X coming for review, which is not something that I would have chosen to review, but Banggood asked me if I would review some stuff on a list, and that was the only one that interests me, so I'll probably sell that on cheap to one of the local lads. Yeah, can't think of anything else I've even asked for. Oh, I've got some, when they're released, I've got some motors coming from 3B, and I've requested the 2306 as that's my preferred size, and they look pretty nice. They're black and purple, which sort of matches the colour scheme following my purchase of a 3D printer. Yeah, and that's it, guys. Happy flying. Sorry the reviews have been pretty lackluster and slow recently, but the weather's not been particularly great, and when there is, when I have got a bit of time, I just want to be out there and flying stuff, and nothing's really sort of floating my boat and making me excited at the moment. So thanks for watching, thanks for getting me to 2,000 subs. They're just a small thank you to the people, and I hope that stuff goes to those who've watched me for some time, but if it doesn't, c'est la vie, I've got to obey the rules. So yeah, cheers guys, thank you, bye bye.